Hi everyone, it's Kute here, sending you love from Los Angeles. You know, there are so many books and seminars and DVDs and webinars and tapes and, podcasts and movies on, manifestation, get everything you want, learn how to manifest your goals, guaranteed, like 100% bulletproof. There's so much information out there on, getting what you want. But so often, what we want is really not necessarily what we really want, it's what we think we want, based on who we think we are. But if we're not necessarily in tune and clear with who we really authentically are, minus all the conditioning, we might think we want something that we don't really want and most need at the deepest level. At the deepest level. Have you ever been through an experience in your life where something didn't happen, something didn't occur, and only maybe a year after, a few months after, once it didn't happen, and you realized from a deeper perspective, and you were so thankful to say, wow, I'm so glad that what I thought I wanted didn't happen. I'm so glad. See, because from a current perspective, the mind, so much of the goal setting and so much of the planning and so much of the manifestation techniques really are about control. Trying to decipher and choose what you think you want based on the mind. The mind itself, which is also limited, the mind itself, which is also conditioned to a degree. It's conditioned. I look at my life and I look back 15 years ago, I look back 20 years ago, I look back 10 years ago and look at some of the goals I wrote down, some of the things I thought I wanted at that time based on who I was. And I look at some of the things that didn't happen at the timing I thought it should and didn't happen at all. And I look back today and I'm so thankful that it didn't happen. And I could never have predicted some of the things that have occurred instead of what I wanted or what I thought I wanted. So there is a secret. There is a secret that the secret keeps a secret. There's a secret to success that the secret keeps a secret. That I believe sometimes in our desire to control, in our desire to make life happen, we forget. But I believe it's perhaps one of the most powerful things we can practice. I believe that there comes a point where we can throw away the books, we can throw away the techniques, we can throw away the formula. I mean, they're nice and all, they have their place. But there comes a point where we have to simply practice this one thing. It's called surrender. Surrender. To me, it's that simple. Surrender. When you put aside your plan, you put aside your logical plan, you put all that aside. Because according to the mind, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 9 times 9 is 81. This is the linear path of the mind. What it can control, do, see, touch, taste, this is the mind. But when you're ready and willing to surrender your plan, surrender your idea of what you think life should look like, the type of relationship you think you need to have, the type of what your partner should be like, what life should be like, when you're willing to surrender your mind's plan and open yourself, let go of control, and perhaps surrender to what is in control, which is life itself, you open yourself to a whole nother stream, a whole nother dimension of possibilities that are infinite, truly infinite. And I believe that life itself that brought you and I into existence, life itself, which has been around for how many billions of years? You and I have been around for maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, okay, maybe some of you are like 120 at this point watching this video, but regardless, at most, it's compared to 120 years, a billion years, however many billion, we're like a little speck of sand in life. I often say that, trying to control life and make life how we think it should be. Because none of us really know. We can just do the best we can do at any given point of time from our heart, following our deepest integrity, which is very humbling. But trying to control life and make it how we think it should be is kind of like, we're like a little mosquito on the arse of an elephant, trying to like control this elephant to make it move. Wow, it was me that did that, and I made it rain. I made that happen. I believe that when you're able to surrender, you open yourself to a whole nother dimension of possibilities of life itself. That same intelligence, you tap into the flow of that same intelligence that brought you into existence, that brought everything into existence, that is functioning and breathing every single particle of existence, every single, human being, nature, and insect, animal, everything. It is what is living us all right now. Right this second. When you surrender to that, you tap into a whole nother flow, you tap into a whole nother stream. That intelligence, I believe, knows how to fulfill your life, knows how to bring you into the perfect right alignment, knows how to bring you the perfect person. If you're willing to open your heart and allow your intention, allow your mantra, allow your affirmation not to be, here's what I want. Here's what I want, because the mind is limited in what it wants. But to actually expand yourself from simply what do I want to what does life want through me? What does life want through me? And to open yourself in a affirmation of surrender, to say, universe, I surrender. I invoke in this situation, in this business situation, in this partnership, in this romance, in this relationship. Here's what I would like, but I invite the highest good to be made manifest here. And I invite only what is highest in my life, in this situation, in this relationship, to be revealed now. When you open yourself, then you open yourself way beyond the mind, and often what manifests, what you open yourself to, what you surrender to, is way beyond anything you can ever imagine. I remember a year ago when I was putting on an amazing event called Love Stock. My vision was to create a love festival, and I thought maybe the first one, 200-300 people would show up, and all these crazy sequence of events happened, and we were kicked out of the first location. Cut long story short, when I truly went into surrender, we were guided to an amazing location called the Avalon, and we had 2,200 people show up last September. It was incredible. I remember years ago I was supposed to go to another part of Asia, and a whole crazy sequence of events happened, and I didn't understand it. Cut a long story short, I was guided to Bali, just like that. And as a result of being guided to Bali, not understanding why, rerouted from somewhere where I wanted to go, I've ended up creating Boundless Bliss Bali journeys. In the last 2.5 years, we've done 5 of them, and they are truly revolutionary. I could never have planned that. There's so much. The mind is like a mathematician. It's calculating. The soul knows everything and is everything. When you surrender to your soul, when you surrender to that infinite dimension of your being, everything you need, everything you want, everything that is truly in highest alignment for your evolution in this lifetime, the people, the situations, the money, the relationships will be made manifest. So let your intent, let your mantra be, universe, I surrender to the highest good. Please only allow the highest good for all concerned in this situation to be made manifest now. I am open and receptive. So my question to you, my friends, are you willing to surrender? Are you willing to surrender? Love now.